As always, welcome to the podcast. This is another episode of Sports Punch. This is another episode of Sports Punch, man. Keep too tall. What it do, fool? Fool.
I'm all good, my brother. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
2026.
hmm
Like we always say, it's my year. Nah, I was playing. But
Yeah, New Year, new me.
same old me though. Nah, nah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know.
but
I never knew what that meant. I guess it meant something to those who were really turning over a new leaf and they
yeah,
stuck to their plan and goal and resolution. Uh,
yeah,
for me, it's just another year of being clear, precise, driven, purposeful, and intentional.
that's true. Gotta have some type of purpose. Have some passion in what you do and trust the process. But like you said, New Year. A lot of people, you know, they get to see these days. So
Yeah.
try to, t don't take it for granted, basically. Let's
hmm
put this year to use, and it's gonna go by fast. So try to do something with it.
We are already a month in. Get it? Brooms. So, the years has started. We a few days in. What day is this? The third or fourth? We are 3 days into the new year. We got some good games on today as far as college basketball, maybe college football, I think. And then we're gonna have a couple of good NFL teams playing today. Also for me, along with the new year, old deputy has left the building. May God bless her as she retires and has fun with the rest of her life and her goals and her journey. And God bless the new deputy as he comes in with that new energy and new ideas and want to uh, make some changes and do some things in a different way. So we gonna get it. We gonna be out here still moving with love, respect, integrity, morals, values, principles, and all that other good stuff. Keith, what's on the menu, my dude?
We're gonna talk about today's, fake playoffs. The NFL playoffs Saturday. You got two games. You got the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers duking it out for the AFC title, champs, and basically book a ticket into the playoffs because it's the last game of the season. And then the Seahawks and 49ers battling for number one spot in the NFC. So pretty much whoever gets that will get home field advantage all throughout the playoffs. And it'll really be the home field advantage for 49ers since the Super Bowl is in their home stadium. So they don't
Well,
have to
that's
try.
even better. So they got to go out here and represent.
Yes, sir. And then we're gonna talk about the predictions on the Sunday games as well for tomorrow. Um, Talk about the Bulls right now going through. We just lost a couple guys, Kobe White and shit, basically the same three players. Kobe White, Zach Collins, and Josh Giddey. They're gonna be out for a little while, but they're on a two-game winning streak after those losses from those players. So they trying to figure it out. So, some little bit of hoop in the horn today,
All right, all
and
right.
then I want to talk about maybe your personal dream QB and dream wide receiver matchup. Like if you had the team to start with, who would be your main QB and
Mm.
who would be your dream receiver? And if we want to, shits and
Ooh.
giggles, throw in the running back. Triple
Oh.
threat. So we'll get to
Word.
that.
Word. People got some good concepts, topics, and issues on y'all heads today. Let's kick it
But
off. But what?
also let's start off right here. Gun in your head. Name three Chingy songs.
Boom.
It was crazy though. He legit had three legit singles or songs
Right
that I was
there.
right there is one of
Uh,
them.
uh,
Holiday Inn with Snoop
what you
Dogg
doing?
on
Such and such another holiday in. Boom. I
it.
died. What's the next one?
And the third one would be One Call Away with Jason Weaver, the dude off Smart Guy, the actor. And
Boom. Boom.
I would have been
Boom. I
alive.
died.
Chingy,
I died.
I would have been alive. I got you, my boy. And now
Chingy, he got you. St.
if he
Louis
just
stand
said
up.
five, it might have been a
It'd have
stretch.
been tough. It'd have been tough. I'd have had to put out the song, whatever that was on Luda's album, whatever. But I would have
Oh
died.
yeah, we got them guns. You could have said that too.
I would have died.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I would have died. I wouldn't even got the first one right. I would have just died. salute to Chingy and whatever he's doing right now. God bless him. I hope he invested well and he got things going for him and life is taking him in the right direction. But I wasn't, big into his music. If you know me in my lane consisted of
Yeah,
at that time a lot of dope underground music and independent hip hop as well, and then some mainstream or industry music. So my music goes into people like Cali Agents, Razzcast, Outkast, Scarface, Styles P. Uh,
that's why. That's why I asked none of them calls. Like
yeah,
I know he gonna know them
I'm gonna
songs.
ace them. I'm gonna ace
Like,
them.
like,
All that real dope music, all that
yeah,
gangster hardcore underground hip hop, and then the cool shit, all that real cool shit. I even like what's his name, the guys out there, Jid. Corday, I mess with guys like that. What's his name? Bass. I like Bass and guys like
yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Like I mess with that. I mess with that type of hip hop. But it's no disrespect to Chingy and what Nelly and those guys were trying to do. But Ching, that wasn't my thing. Like
No,
I wasn't paying attention to that. But yeah,
even if like you
I would
wasn't even
die.
like rocking with his music, I feel like that was a little time like you was like, who the hell is Cheeky? Or like, where this little run of like St. Louis rappers coming from. But just in case you live in that predicament, there you go, my dog. You got three songs.
But I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. But one more. I'm done. Like you got me. You got me out of there. I'm done. There's no way that if the earth depended on me to name three Chingy songs at this
That's
particular time, like y'all would have died.
what I'm saying. Like,
I just asked, man, can I go kiss my baby man? Can I go kiss my girl goodbye? She's like, baby, you don't know three? I don't know one, love.
I would have threw a remix in that motherfucker. Something like, let me get right there
I'd
and
have been
right
like, G Unit
remix.
in this bitch right here. I'd have did a remix. G Unit in this right
see,
there.
see,
I'd
you
have done
know
that one.
some. You know some.
I'd have done a G Unit remix, but no, straight up and down. Yeah, yeah, you would have got me on that one, bro.
But yeah, let's get to these games, man. Today's 3:30 on ABC, both on ABC. Pretty much. Um,
Hold up, real quick. Does ABC have a anthem,
um, they you is
or
that?
was it because it is ESPN
But
and
they used to
Disney?
be. I mean, it's ESPN now, so like they'll have that ESPN, anthem. But it used to be Monday night used to be on ABC, right?
Are you ready for some football?
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's the only, unless they play that. But I think the ESPN gonna roll with theirs. I forgot how theirs go. I think like dun 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 dun
Dun, 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 dun,
dun.
dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. That's not channel two?
No, no, Channel Two is like it's like dun, 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 dun. So I don't want to try to get too deep into the.
Yeah, we got to revisit. Like I love the anthems. The anthems are my thing. Keep on talking though. Talk about the games while I look this up and I'm gonna listen to it live.
But no, this game will punch your ticket into the playoff game. Basically, Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young, them boys, T Mac, Tetero McMillan, Rico Dowdle, 8-8 versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're gonna be in Tampa Bay, 7-9. I mean, Buccaneers, got a win last week, but they've been reeling. Trying kind of been on a hoeing tip right now. Pretty much lost their division league that they had, but should be a good game. I think both Buccaneers got healthier, but it depends on how how tough the Panthers play them. But should be a good game. I'm hoping it's a good game. Good way to start off the weekend. Basically, this is just a low key a playoff game. You win, you win. But the thing is, there are like some trickle down thing. Like if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win, they need, I believe, the New Orleans Saints to beat the
My fact,
Falcons.
I just heard it. So that's why I'm smiling like that. I ain't trying to throw you off.
No,
Dun, dun,
no,
dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, my fault, bro. I can't.
yeah, no. So it's not like a straight up like win, you in type stuff. It's like
Uh-huh.
Buccaneers need the Saints to beat the Falcons because it's something
Hmm.
like if they all end up being like 8-9 or something like that, the
Someone has to
tiebreak.
win like the tiebreaker between like divisional teams or something like that, right?
Yeah,
Someone
it,
has.
it will go to the Panthers, even though even if the Buccaneers win, it depends on other teams. Another team losing because they all got the same around the same record. So and it's like conference play coming to it. So and then it's easy like all right, you win, but it's going to be a playoff game on both sides. Um, who I got? Oh man, it's gonna be a tough one. I mean, I like my boy Baker, Mike Evans, and them, Bucky Irvin. But some of them Panthers, man, it's since they at home, I want to give them a chance, but Panthers defense is good. Their running game is good. It just depends on what Bryce Young you get. If you're gonna get the 400-yard,
Yeah.
4 touchdown Bryce Young, or you're gonna get the 102
But it
yard.
looked like he got a decent team over there. What is the problem in your assumption or summary?
That's it. Is like which Bryce Young you gonna get? Is like if you're
Okay.
gonna get like someone that's like poised, locked in, throwing dimes, or he gonna be running around looking, not knowing what he's doing. But like last week, he played against the Seattle Seahawks, which is a great team. I knew it was gonna be tough, but he didn't really get nothing going on offense. But like the week before, he was balling, like had like 300 yards or something like that, 3 touchdowns. Like it's literally every other week they like he don't know he want to be good, he want to be bad. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's just him. It could be the line, it could be play calling. And that's really what it was too. Like they wasn't running the ball with Rico Dowd, like
Mm-mm.
like they should have. To me, I felt like,
Mm.
but the Seahawks defense is dominant, so maybe they was keying them out with that. And
All
that's why
right.
I think they probably will win because since they lost last week, they won the week before, they lost before
But
that.
last week when they won, so wait, this game is against it's the Buccaneers, right?
Yeah,
Because they just played against the
Seahawks.
Seahawks,
Yeah,
which thank God the Seahawks won. But I wanted the Seahawks to lose that game because the Rams lost to these Mocs too, man.
yeah,
So I was like, man, okay, cool. But it's that typical at certain points in time, certain teams do get up for certain competition.
right.
But if your record doesn't necessarily reflect actually having those type of weapons, you're not going to be able to really overcome a team like that. So we just gonna have to play it by ear and see who comes out and wins this game. I don't have nothing invested in either one of these teams, but I like CJ Stroud, right? No, that's not CJ
Yeah,
Stroud. I like Bryce Young, right?
yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Bryce Young on that one, man.
Mm.
But the thing about it is Baker Mayfield, this is a perfect time for him to shine and get that spot.
Right, true. Yeah,
Because his back done been up against the wall so many times. Like he's risen to the occasion over the past couple of years of just being a decent football guy or a good football player, a good quarterback. So we'll see what happens. But
yeah.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go with the damn. I shouldn't even said the Panthers. You know what? Let's stay down. I'm gonna bet on the Panthers. I'm gonna bet on the Panthers. They're gonna probably get blown out, but I'm gonna bet on the Panthers. And the Buccaneers are at home, right?
Yeah, Buccaneers at home, and this could be like one of the last games for like certain players on the Buccaneers, like Mike Evans. This could be his last game with them at least. Like I don't know if it's gonna be his last season. He kind of seemed like he want to keep playing. And Levante David, who's been on the Buccaneers for like 14 years, won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady, 2020. So this could be his last game probably ever, or with the Buccaneers as well. So this could be a swan, no, it's not swan song, but like bittersweet game for either one. If they win, they got a chance to go out with a bang in the playoffs, or if they lose, they could not dismantle this team, but like that could be the last of this era of the Bucks that they definitely have to bring in some new blood, and retool. So,
Man,
ooh,
you ever heard the saying you couldn't punch your way through a wet paper bag?
nah,
There are
but
some people out there who are just like that, man. They talk like Mob D said or something. You talk a good one, but you don't want it. But anyway, keep on going. It just
how you
came to
feel about
mind.
is that how you feel about the Bucks
No,
or
I just it just popped in my head. Keep on going, man. It's just something
or
just crossed my mind. So
but man, I don't know. If I had to rely on the quarterback, I'll go with
today,
Baker.
who would you have to rely? Who would you go with in this game? Who do you think is the most reliable quarterback right now? See what I'm talking about.
I want to say Baker because like he was at one point the MVP, like throwing the ball this year, but and last year, um, man, this is the way they've been playing. Just like I can't bet on. And like I said, the Panthers been like, they win every other game, so I feel like they probably win this game. You know what? I want the trade for the Bears and the Panthers to actually work out and show that like hey maybe they made the right trade for even though we got so much out of we finessed them out of that. I'm gonna roll with the Panthers too.
You're
Skip
gonna
it.
roll with the Panthers. For the season, here are the stats. Baker Mayfield, 3,490 yards passing.
Hmm.
He is 321 of 521 passes thrown and caught. 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. That's okay.
Not bad.
That's okay. That means for every two touchdowns, he throws an interception. So it's like
Two.
what, 50%?
Yep.
Maybe something like that. And then Bryce Young has passed for 2,745 yards. Excuse me, everyone. 2,745 yards. He's 280 of 443 yards. 280 out of 443 passes thrown. 21 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
I mean, that's not too far behind from Baker. I mean, he said
Not too far, just about 700
but
yards
yeah, 700 yards. That's but
in
like
passing.
10 interceptions the same, and then what
Yeah.
21 touchdowns.
Four more touchdowns. Same in interceptions.
That's a progress from what his first 2 3 years was. Like that's progress to me, but like he could definitely get better. They just gotta keep building around him. But I just like their defense. I like their defense. If they stick to the running game, man. So that's one thing. Like when it comes to culture too, because like the coach is young, and Todd Bowles been through this, but like
Hmm.
he has his moments where he
I'm gonna ride with my guy that I said. So I'm gonna go Panthers, man. I'm gonna go Carolina Panthers. I feel like I'm making the wrong choice, and Baker's gonna show up and show out, which is what I want to see. I want to see him get
you
a
know what?
damn ball. You got to
You know
change
what?
your pickup?
I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to the Bucks because I thought Ty Bowles, Baker Mayfield, who I want to rely on. I'd be happy if I was wrong,
Hmm.
but just so somebody can pick the home team. I like the home team. Buccaneers. Let's go. Let's
For
go,
sure.
baby. Mike Ev. Let's go.
Mike Garrett playing because Igbuka, I know he playing. They got
Yeah,
him listed as
Bookie.
the
Yep.
number one guy.
That's why I feel like everybody kind of back. They starting to get the rust off. If they just run the ball with Berkey Irvin, play some solid defense.
Hmm. Hmm.
Honestly, I just hope for a good game. I'll give it whew,
I give it
20
17-14.
17-14. I can see that. I can definitely see that. I'm gonna go a little higher. I'm gonna go 28
28
21.
17. Okay.
21.
I don't know. That's the thing about the scoring, man. Baker can be up and down with that scoring.
Yeah, no, I was saying that like when you said what 14 to 17, I'm like, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping for more of a shootout. I want
You
to see
want?
more of a
I mean, that would be nice, but
It's
I'm
in Tampa Bay, good weather,
good
hopefully. I
weather.
think
Good weather's probably gonna be like 50 degrees there. Or,
yeah,
excuse me.
60 maybe.
It's
So
probably gonna be 50 degrees or higher. I don't know the exact temperature. It's not a game that I look forward to.
actually say about 73. So yeah, I think
Even
that's gonna
better.
be
Even better. 73 degrees. It's gonna be like
on
summer
tomorrow.
camp. Open. Was it open? Open OTAs. It's gonna be OTAs out there.
Yeah, so
So.
England only got no rain and then
Mm-mm.
should be a
It
good
should be
game.
clear blue skies out there for them guys.
All right, for sure.
Boom. Next game.
Tonight should be because I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to make it a game of the year candidate too. Can will should be Seattle Seahawks 13-3, who are 7-1 away, visiting the San Francisco 49ers 12-4. They 5-2 at home. I'm still kind of salty about their loss against them last Sunday, but we showed out against them just as much as they showed up against us. Uh, Good game, man. This should be a good game. 57 degrees supposedly in California or San Francisco. Primetime game. Seahawks, one of the more complete teams, if not the most complete team in the NFC or the league. Defense, when they get turnovers, they score. They get touchdowns from interceptions, forced fumbles. Uh, they supposed to have a good running game, but it ain't been like that every week. But like Kenneth Walker, pretty good. Charbonnet coming through with the touchdowns, and then we got Sam Darnold, who been balling. Had one of the best games against your boy last week, couple weeks ago. The Rams, 2-point conversion
I'm about to
win.
turn this shit off. I'm about to turn this on. I'm
Knocked your
turning it off.
boys down.
Man, knocked them down. The Carolina Panthers knocked them down. Like what's going on with my G, man? Now, I don't mind the Seahawks doing that, but the Panthers, brother.
Yeah, so he beat your boys the Rams. It's Matt Stafford. The way he's Matt Stafford played last game, he trying to mess around, choke around, and lose the MVP.
MVP. I think he lost it, man. I think that game proved it.
I think he
No,
put a
time
little.
out. Let me say this. It knocked him down a couple notches
Yeah.
because
It,
the
it,
brother
it didn't just run away as it was. Like now,
no
it's like you gotta think about it. But
with the way that Drake made and for the Patriots with the way that he's
yeah,
playing, man, you have a very great case for him and what he's doing over there in New England. Fuck the Patriots, but it's he's doing a really good job as a what number one, first year, second year, third year.
the second year, second year.
Wow, what a great job this kid has done, man. So, it looks good over there for him. He's heading in the right direction. So if he does win the MVP, I'm not mad at that. And I think there's a running back out there doing is it running back or was it a defensive tackle with almost a sack record that plays in like Cleveland where Shador Sanders is being treated like a child, like a stepchild, but there's uh, uh, a Giles Merritt or something like that that's over there. He looks like he may be able to get
Yeah,
an
he like
MVP.
if,
And I'm
if
playing
like
around with his name. I know it's Garrett. I know it's Miles Garrett. That plays for the Cleveland Browns. But he's doing a good job of getting after the ball and being an anchor on the defensive end. No one really wants to talk about defense as high priority, even though it is part of winning and slowing other teams down. But who else would you say is in the MVP race?
between those three, pretty much, like it hasn't been like a receiver that's it was Jackson Smith and Nigba, but he had a couple like slow regular games, like kind of pedestrian games recently. It ain't been like a receiver or a running back that's just been like killing this year to win MVP. But those three, like you said, Matt Stafford, Drake May, and Miles Garrett, the only ones I really see like, all right, those are MVP like qualities or stats that put up. I still got Matt Stafford because like as me touching, I've seen him throw so many 3, 4 touchdown games this year, so many yards. But the losses may come into effect also as well. But Seahawks versus 49ers. 49ers, I mean, oh no, I don't know. I think he may have missed too many games, but Brock Purdy, if he would have played the full season, he might be MVP talk because the way he's been playing the last.
Oh, was he? Did he play the whole full season? Because I thought he was hurt.
No,
No.
he missed like I say about like good 4 to 5 games. Like
Hmm.
Matt Jones stepped in and did pretty good, and people it was a question to where people was like maybe Mac Jones might be better than Brock Purdy for this offense, but nah. Once Brock Purdy came back, they've been on 6-0 run. They won 6 games in a row.
Brock
That
Purdy heard that. He's like, "What? Hold my
that mouth
beer."
that mouth had 10 touchdowns in 2 games, 5 on us, 5 against who they played the week before. They put 5 on somebody else, but he,
For the season, Mac Jones had 2,151 passing yards.
you know what I'm saying? Like he played like they was kind of like worried about him coming from New England and was he that good or anything? But with Kyle Shanahan and that offense, he showed like he'd be a serviceable. Like somebody might give him a look
No
next
one
year.
talks about Brock Purdy, but he's not really that tall. He's listed at 6'1".
That's not. Yeah, he don't look too tall, but like he played like he tall though.
He's
Like
passed for
like taller than
2,040 yards. So that's a total of 4,000 yards and some change right there. He's
if he.
passed for 20 touchdowns and 9 interceptions so far this season. That's Brock Purdy's, ladies and gentlemen. And then when you look at Mac Jones, Macanacious Jonisius, he's 13 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. All right. So I mean, you could go either way with whichever quarterback you so choose to.
Yeah,
You so choose.
yeah. I expect this to be like another kind of like the Bears and the 49ers game, like maybe a shootout, back and forth. It might be little bit more defense on the Seahawks side, so they might make some plays like fumbles and picks and stuff. Because you can score on 49ers defense.
Yeah, you can. You can. So we'll see what happens, man. For that game, is there anything else you need to say about that?
Uh, I don't know. Kittle gonna be back, but I expect it to be a great game. I'm gonna roll with the Seahawks. I'm gonna still be a little hater and salty that we lost to the 49ers and hope they don't get home field advantage. So that's why I'm rolling with the Seahawks.
You dastardly demonic disciple.
But it ain't easy going into Seattle either though. The 12th man is real out there.
I'm gonna go Seahawks too. I think we're gonna be parallel with that one. I'm gonna go Seahawks for that game. It should be an interesting game, man. I like what Brock Purdy does with that offense when he's in there, man. When he's
Yeah,
healthy and he's able to move around and roll out of the pocket, it makes for exciting football. It was crazy that they got rid of Debo Samuels in the process of what they were trying to do, but then you still got C-Mac over there still doing his thing, right?
yeah. C Mac, yeah, he's still
So
killing.
the other brother that was no, that was a different team. That was the brother that ended up on the Seahawks. He came from the Rams, right? The Triple Crown winner,
Oh yeah, yeah, Cooper Cup
Cooper Cup. That was crazy that they traded that guy, but whatever.
injuries
Injuries. That's what it was. Okay, cool. Mm.
robbed him. Now he was balling before he got hurt,
Yeah, he
like a
was.
major injury that he had, and I think he ended up getting hurt again or something like that. But yeah, man, I mean, they want to pay him as much as he wanted probably to get anyway.
Hmm.
The skills diminishing, getting older. He was like, "Go ahead, and do your thing somewhere else." But he on a good team, so it all worked out. It seemed like.
All right, boom. So there's the picks, ladies and gentlemen. He has the Seahawks. I'm going with the Seahawks. There it is.
Yep. Should be some good old games though. Good
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
old game.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. What's next on the menu, my good man?
Talk about a little bit about some of the NBA real quick. Then we get back to the games on a Sunday. Pick them.
For those who want to know, Alabama beat Kentucky 89 to 74. Virginia beat NC State 76 to 61. And there are other games that are still going on. All right. That is college ball right there.
Did you
Boom.
catch? Did you catch any college football games over the weekend?
I have
Well,
not and I will not.
there was some solid games on. Some
It
up,
looked like there
up.
was. It looked like Indiana put the flu flops on Alabama. They gave
Yeah,
them like, every all as much records they could handle. And
yeah. No, yeah. And like Indiana came out of nowhere because they've been known for being terrible for years. So like the coach they got the last 2 years turned that school around and made them probably the best team in the nation right now. The way they've been playing. So like, they just bopped Alabama. They bopped a few teams. They started with us, the U of I, fighting Atlanta in the middle of the season, where they bopped us by 50 to 20 something like that. So they're looking real. Ole Miss beat who did they beat? Ohio. Who beat? Or somebody beat Ohio State, who was the defending champs. So they knocked them out. So it should be a new champion this year. But want to get in some hooping and hoeing a little bit.
let's get to some hooping and hoeing, including your
One,
mom.
one player that's been hooping, especially like the last 5 6 games, Kawhi Leonard. He got the LA Clippers on a 6 game winning streak.
All
They
right.
still like 12 and 21. But Kawhi Leonard had what? He had 45 points one game, 55 piece. Next
Mm,
game, he had 33 points one game,
mm,
41 points the next game,
mm.
28 points. Like he he healthy. It's look like he back on his grind mode. Like they said he like on some Kobe like stretch run so far. I don't know if it was about the same when he was going like 40, 50 ish, but
He gonna be healthy for about a couple more weeks, and then
that's right.
we'll see him in a log cabin in the woods somewhere up in Northern California. There's
Planting
no di
trees and shit.
Yeah, it's he'll probably have a flute, kicking it with three stacks and stuff like that. We don't necessarily know. He'll probably go into a mountain retreat with what's his name, brother Rice Patty.
Mhm.
What was Martin's name when he went up into the retreat? Brother, what was his
Oh,
name?
yeah, brother. I know he
Najee
had
Ramba.
the stupid
Yeah, brother
dread.
Sunflower. Mm-hmm. He gonna go out there and be brother Sunflower.
he already got that like mannerism, like like quiet and stuff. So yeah. But
Yeah.
for like I said, he might be, eventually get back to his old self and start, getting hurt again. But as of now, we're gonna celebrate him being healthy and hooping right. 55 points, 45, 40 piece. He been doing this thing. Got them. I mean, they still, bottom tier of the West, but they ain't single digits no more as far as losing. But I'm gonna give another shout out to Michael Porter Jr. of the Brooklyn
All
Nets.
right. Talk about
He
Michael Porter.
averaged
Let's hear about MPJ.
25.8 points per game. And the other thing, like when he came in the league, that was just kind of expecting him to be like a scoring, wing, 3-4 guy. But he had that back injury in Missouri and stuff, and like they kind of like took away from his like draft stock. That's why he dropped kind of to the Denver Nuggets.
Okay.
But they starting to see that he could be healthy and help lead the team in scoring. And actually he's starting to get like trade rumors right now. Heard the Bulls and a few other teams are considered like maybe trying to be investing in him to try to trade for him. It depending on what we giving up, I rock with it. But he is over there in Brooklyn, just
If we do that, if we do a trade, who you giving up for MPJ?
I mean, I'll try a low ball first for sure. So I'm gonna try to go give him bodies. Like, hey, we got bodies to give. We got Pat Williams, Jalen Carter. I would love to keep Collins because he's a way better defensive like center than Vooch, but he keep getting hurt for me. I see why he keep getting traded, but if I could just trade Vooch straight up for Michael Porter, I'd be happy with that.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
It's not, but I'm like, I
If
mean,
there is a trade, what does is that Brooklyn? What does
yeah.
Brooklyn have to give if there was a trade? What players do they have over there?
I mean, besides Michael Porter Jr., they had this dude, Cam Thomas. I think that's his name. He can score like that's the thing. He just hooping like he like a young Kobe Bryant. Like he just one on one you all day. He not really like a team guy. He is a team guy, but I ain't saying his way of playing might not lead to wins. So like we could use that as a six man on our team, but
No, keep him. Keep
exactly.
him. Keep
So that's
him.
why like I'll give
If
you.
we trade and if we doing any type of trade, people that cannot lead this team, Bucelis,
Mm,
Kobe, the Sumo, Kelly, what I say? The Sumo, Kobe,
I'll
what's the
just
other? Bucelis and there's one more. It's like four guys on that team that I don't want to see lead. Three or
Kevin
four.
Hurt. Like I'm gonna name him. Do you want to keep Kevin Hurt?
We should keep Kevin Herter.
Trey Jones.
Gone.
Okay. What's his dude name? Isaac Okoro.
Keep him.
Who else we got? Dalen Terry.
Okay, so this was gonna have to happen. We getting rid of Vooch. If we can trade him straight up, we're gonna get rid of Vooch. Here's the other thing. We have to get rid of somebody so he can shine. Like he's gonna have to do that 28 points per game shit, right? But he really that guy? Because are we just going to get another guy that's just like Zach LaVine? Other than that, I don't want him.
Hmm.
I don't want nobody over here on this team unless they're a certified dog and they are here for winning, exclusively here to win, and they can affect the change and culture of winning here by making this president or owner say, "Hey, I want to stay here, but in the next 3 years, y'all gotta make a really big change in the team, player, personnel. Like I want to win. The culture here is let's just be average in the basketball world.
Yeah.
You guys don't want to do nothing else, then cool. Don't trade for me and then expect me to average all these points and go out here and risk my body. And you guys just want to be half-assing it. Y'all want to be part of the ass bowl every year that goes for the Emirates Cup. Like that's cool. But I want to get deep into the playoffs. I want to make playoff runs. And if we're not trading for nothing that's gonna do that, bro, keep it, bro. Just keep doing what y'all doing. Let Jerry Reinsdorf keep booty butt shaking in people's faces and telling them that like it's free and it's not. You got to pay for these dances. You got to pay for these dances. Keep going, brother.
Oh yeah. I feel you on that. But me, it's just we said we the thing is we lost Kobe White, Giddy. I think Giddy got a hamstring injury. Kobe White got another calf injury that he had at the beginning of the year. They say it's not as bad as it was early in the year, but still, that's a reoccurring thing, which could hopefully, knock on wood, not lead to anything more than that. But like,
You don't want it to, but calf injuries are very bad, and you really have to sit those out before it turns into the hamstring, and then from the hamstring to the Achilles. Like you really want to monitor that and let the guy really sit out because basketball is a game, as we already know. You run up and down the court all day, and you're using your legs to power you through and to push off and do all these different things athletically. I don't know what the players are doing over the last 5 years to keep themselves from getting injured. But the whole point of calf, hamstring exercises is to stretch them, calf raises and all that is to stretch the calves and everything out so that they have the what you call the elasticity in them so they aren't worn out very fast. So you giving them the proper workout. So you're training them to be extended for high periods of time, for high intensity workouts, for getting up and down the court. But it seems like a lot of these guys, not a lot, but there are more and more guys who over the years have either been compensating for another injury or they're just ending up with these calf injury and these hamstring injuries. And I don't know what their workout routine is, but they should be raising up the fore part of their foot, and then they should be doing calf raises off the edge of like a curb or off of anything, some type of platform where you can create that, like you step up onto something like that, and
yeah,
you lower your foot down like that, and then you raise it all the way up, and then you go back down. You raise it all, and you're doing calf raises off something like that while you keep your balance, so you give it that elasticity. But I don't
mhm,
know. I don't necessarily know what the hell I'm talking about. So don't hold me to that. You guys are professional athletes. You know very well what you're doing, what your workout should consist of, and you do it at a very high level. I'm just some poo butt ass dude sitting here having fun on a podcast while eating bowls of cereal with no milk.
yeah.
If you can
So
believe that.
tough right now. But even though we lost them in the last two games, we won the last two games. So we back at 517 and 17. Staying in that middle of that mediocre boat of outside the playoffs, inside the playoffs.
Hmm.
I feel like that's what I'm saying. Like we right there. We just need that one trade for somebody that could take us to the at least keep us within the top six and like give us a chance to play for a playoff spot in the first round. Who that could be? I mean, I'm looking at the bottom of the East and other teams that may have some players that I mean, number one guy who just did a windmill for no reason on us, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Even though I don't know if it don't sound like the rumor that they were saying like the Bulls had turned down one to trade Giannis, was real because
I'll get him over
actually,
here right now and rebuild
I
the whole squad.
and
Huh? Give me Giannis, give me Giannis, and bring Portis back over here, and y'all can take Vooch and everybody else. You have all. You can take Giddy, you can take Giddy, and you can take Kobe White, and I'll just give me that, and then I'll rock out from there.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. Like I said, Gideon and Kobe, I think that'd be they can get P. Will in there that go right there with
Gotta take
that.
Pat Williams. Go ahead and take Pat Williams. He's so promising. He's
If
gonna
we
be
can
a great
if
guy
we keep
in the
Trey
next
Jones,
couple years.
if we keep Trey Jones, Io, Mount Modest,
Okoro,
Giannis, I'm straight with that. And then
yeah.
and what's that dude Smith, the tall guy? He been balling the backup center. The dude we got from Indiana a couple years ago,
Hmm.
Jalen Smith. He filled out like he used to be just like they call him sticks for a reason. Like he was just a skinny, tall, lanky dude, but he
Hmm.
put on like 10, 15 pounds of muscle, and he been low key. He been hooping like he been playing on defense, making like the helping on defense. Switching off really well. Kind of athletic more than you thought. He had did a fake three in the corner pump fake, then drove to the hole and dunked it on Joel Embiid a couple days ago. So like.
Mm. Okay.
Oh my God! Oh yeah, and then Malice Buzelis. I don't know if you saw
I
who
just
that
saw what he did earlier or yesterday, a couple days ago. That
and
was nasty too.
Jalen Suggs. They were saying that could be not only the white boy dunk of the year, but like the dunk of the year, like because it's a poster. Like he just went straight up, moved Jalen Suggs out the way, yam that bitch,
Yeah, he caught
and
a
then
body on that one. He
literally
caught a
caught a
body.
body. So that was a play of the game last night. That was a good win last night that we played Orlando Magic. Paulo and Banchero. I wish the Bulls can get him somehow because he was cooking this last night. But then Jalen Suggs he was balling on us, but he ended up getting hurt because he went to the hole late, laid it up and got fouled. And then Jalen, I don't know if Jalen came on it like on his knee, but he was complaining about him falling to his knee, and he was out the game the rest of the game. That kind of like changed the tune of the game a little bit for them.
Hmm.
And Bane had a couple of points. He really wasn't getting off like he usually do, but made some big threes. Good win for the Bulls though last night though. Just keep sneaking in there, even though with those two guys being out.
Okay.
But if we can get Giannis,
I don't know if
I
that
would
would
like
happen.
Pascal Siakam. I don't know if he want to stay another year in Indiana, wait for
Mm-mm.
Tyrese to come back. But we need like
Mm-mm.
a proven scorer forward.
I think that there's a chance that Giannis ends up in New York or goes to OKC.
Yeah. Um. I mean, if you go to Golden State, oh, is it OKC? Oh,
OKC. With all the draft capital and the current crop of players they have. Here, you all can take what's the skinny dude name? You can take Chet. I'll give you Chet. I'll give you one of the Jalen's, not the one that we already signed a deal for, but I'll give you one of the Jalen's. I'll give you Isaac Joe, and some draft picks, and you give me Giannis. And y'all figure it out from there.
I
And
mean,
then
if I mean
y'all
from
have Bobby Portis and the other guy, Miles Garrett, or whatever his name is. And y'all can build around them two guys and do what y'all gonna do.
from a business standpoint, that would be great for Milwaukee. Like that actually be smart as ever to like actually give them Giannis for like as much as they can get out of. Like I said, if you can get one, like if you get Jalen Williams, maybe Chet. I mean, I don't know if they can give. If they give up that, that'd be crazy.
It would make sense though.
For definitely for Milwaukee, I think you take
And you talking about being defensively sound? What? What? With Hartenstein back there too? What?
if that's yeah, that could work.
What?
But it's from how the rest of that I need to know what that bench look like.
The bench gonna still be solid. They ain't. You just getting rid of a couple guys that
Look,
who gonna end up being who gonna end up being talented anyway. You just seeing that they can hit a surge faster by them leaving the team and making room for them over in Milwaukee. So then when Giannis comes, it's Giannis, it's Shea, and then from there you still got the real Jalen, and you still got those guys. But would that even work? Having Giannis over there, who is a dominant guy on the offensive end. So how would that work? Would that work there? Would that work in Golden State? As the world turns, we will find out, ladies and gentlemen. Keep on going though, Keith.
that's the thing that I was like. That's the last thing the Eastern Conference won because like I was just looking at some the other day how like the West is stacked, man. Like everybody that went to the West, all the stars. Like if they was like had like a regular All Star game where it was just East versus West, the East would have probably like 3 to 4 legit All Stars that like you like that.
The
Those are
West has
superstar All Stars.
always been stacked though, haven't they? Ever since I grew up, the West has always been stacked, bro.
They didn't get stacked until after Jordan retired the second time when he went to when we won the second three-peat. Because like it was dominated by the Bulls before that, and then Boston. You had LA, here and there. Detroit has a few championships. Like it was mainly East all the way for most of the NBA. Because like it was always the East teams that was be the championship winners, the Celtics. Because they
Really?
won, yeah, they won like the first like 8 or 9, not 8 or 9, but like out of the first what 15, they won this like 7 to 8. The 76ers was more of champions. Who else? Other teams back in the day.
Detroit. Did you say
Detroit.
Detroit?
Like that was a stretch. Like it was just Boston, L.A., Detroit, and
Detroit.
then the Bulls came and take over. And then it was San Antonio when they won in '99, and then the LA Lakers won 2000, 2001, 2002. So three straight with that. Detroit came in '04, and then back to what was it? Who was after '05, '06? Was
Do
it
you
San Antonio?
remember those all-star teams like from 91 and 92?
Yeah, I mean, like they had Jordan,
No, I'm talking
Jordan.
about the West.
Oh, in the West, they was up and coming, but not really. Like it was mainly had the East that was stacked with the more All Stars that I can remember. Like you had Dave Robinson in the West.
Hmm.
Well, maybe I'm trying to think. When did Gary Payton really became Gary Payton? Probably 91, 92.
Hmm.
Sean Kemp.
Hmm.
But the East was winning like more of those games though. Like they was like the more dominant doing when Jordan was like going to it. Now, like once LA became champions,
When
San
did Run
Antonio,
TMC become a thing? With Tim Hardaway, Chris Mullin.
I was like, what, probably like I said like
Was that like
around it,
90? Yeah,
like 91.
yeah.
But that's
92, 93.
but that was like that was a Golden State team that wasn't really like before that you wasn't really looking for Golden State like that. They had a good run, but that was it
I'm not saying
until
it like they were like the most dominant, but I'm saying like the West had like some really dope ass. They've always had really dope players, bro. As
true.
far as I know,
But the East was really like in those times really
East
like
was always
it was the
trash.
New York Knicks, what's Bulls, Heat. Shit, you had Charlotte a little bit for a couple years.
Yeah, Charlotte with Alonzo Mourning. Who else
Like
was there? There was somebody else there with him. Yeah, Muggsy Bogues that was over there with him. There was a couple other people. But continue talking. Keep on doing your thing. My bad. I'm
but
out here
no,
cutting
yeah, it's
you.
just but now it's like, and that was saying like it was three trades that kind of like changed the conference from East being dominant to the West when the Lakers traded Vlade Divac to the Charlotte Hornets for Kobe. Actually, who had the first pick when Tim Duncan he got drafted to the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard, he was drafted by the Pacers, got traded to the Spurs. Like these players kept getting like drafted in the East. There was somebody else got drafted in the East and got traded to the West. Sure, I think who was it? But
Anton Jameson.
nah. It was somebody that was cold.
Oh,
That was like they got like somebody like Kawhi. Oh yeah, other players like Paul George. He was in the Indiana Pacers. This one like the league was like had a little bit more like balance to it. Him going to the West. Like everybody going to the West. So like the East right now is like literally like if you look at it, who got a really legit all star on their teams. Detroit with Cade, New York got two with, Jalen Brunson and Cat. Boston got Jalen Brown. I mean, Toronto Raptors. I mean, Brandon Ingram, maybe Scotty Barnes. Philadelphia got Tyrese Maxey for sure. Supposedly MB, but he's off and on, Miami he got Bam, Tyler Hero.
whack.
But are these all stars that you putting over the West? Like, are you having them beat any team in the West? Maybe
No, I'm
Pistons in
not.
New York, maybe at the most right now.
I'm not putting the current team in the East. I'm not putting them against the West just by thinking about what they got over there in the West.
True, and that's the thing
That's what I'm saying. Like the West has
every,
always been nice.
but that was yeah.
Excuse me for yawning like that. The West has always been nice. At any point in time they could win a game.
They
Uh,
stacked down. Like it's just like
they
every team 1 through 8 or 10 is like
when Dirk came to the league, they were stacked.
oh that's what it was. That's what it was. Dirt.
When Michael
Uh,
Finley was over
I
there,
think I
was
think
stacked.
Milwaukee Bucks had a chance to draft Dirt, and they traded him to Dallas.
Hmm.
So East had chances to have these star players. Like
Yeah.
matter of fact, Melo.
That Chris Webber whole situation. They had Chris Webber, Rasheed Wallace, Dirk
Yeah,
Nowitzki, Kevin Garnett. And they had them all on the same All-Star team playing up and down the court. All four or five of them was on the court at the same time.
Like like
That's
like
crazy.
I didn't realize Rasheed Wallace, Chris Webber was on the same team with the
With the
Bullets.
Wizards or Bullets, yeah.
Juwan Howard's on that
Jawan
team.
Howard. Yeah, all three of them. Jawan Howard was the three guard, the three, not the four of the four, and then Chris Webber and Rasheed Wallace were the center and power forward. That's crazy. And I think it was Mitch Richmond that was over there at one point in time, who was a straight scorer, a bucket getter.
Just imagine if Detroit would have drafted Melo in the East. That would have been another team that would have been prominent. They would have had a longer run.
Yikes!
They
A longer run indeed. If they would have got Melo instead of Darko or the Milicic, that was stupid. Crazy. I don't know what made them do that. That was kind of insane of them to actually try and pull off such a trade. I don't know why when you would have extended your run and the careers of some of those players, and you've been able to teach a young Carmelo the game the more effective way. Now get your 30, but get your 30 by making sure the team eat and you play defense. I think Melo would have came out of a totally different player had
exactly.
he been geared to hoop that way. He would already been tough. I think it would have made Melo a lot tougher and a more of a championship caliber type of guy. No disrespect to him by saying that, but he would have learned how to be a champion immediately instead of some guy that we never heard from after his second or third year in the league.
Yeah. So, how you feel about Trey Young? Like, do you think he would stay in Atlanta Hawks by the trade deadline? Is
So,
he someone you think should be sent? Like, or you think he's good for the team and they just gotta build better around him? He went to the Eastern Conference Finals in like his second or third year.
that's very true. That was very true. The league was suffering at the time too, wasn't it? It was like a lot of injuries, I think, with some of these guys. Here's the thing: would he look good on the Bucks? Trey Young.
Mm. Uh, I think him and Giannis could work.
Would
I
he
think
look good? Go ahead. Go ahead.
not. It's just 'cause they tried that with Dame with Giannis, but like I think is younger and like could definitely play off more like with a bigger dude like Giannis more. But Trey gonna give up. I think with that team, they like defense, so it's like you gonna have to back him up and like support him on defense because he can't get bust.
Would he look good on the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Actually, I would think yeah if you could just plug him in because like I mean I rock with Mike Conley like he's still hooping at what 40 some almost 40
100%. 100%.
and still being efficient a little bit. So like just imagine you had a younger, just as efficient guy who averages 20 and 10 like he does. Keep people can forget like he gives you 10 assists every game if he's healthy like and 20 points 20 plus points that's Trey Young so. That could be like a move with like the Spurs getting De'Aaron Fox. So that could Trey, Anthony Edwards. Then you got Gobert and Randall.
I would get rid of one of those two.
One of the big man.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Mm-hmm.
which one?
I'm getting rid of either Randall or I'm getting rid of Gobert. And here's the thing, for purposes, we got that guy there at 7'2" for a reason. So how'd you get rid of Julius Randle?
That's tough. I mean, it would be better because like they do got Kate Porzingis in Atlanta, so just to have two big motherfuckers like Porzingis and Gobert on the same team, that would. I
I get
mean,
rid of Randall. Go ahead, get up out of here. Get up out
that's
of here.
tough.
It ain't that tough for me. Get up out of here, big
The
dog.
only that could work is like they do got Nas Reed, so he could probably slide in that starting spot. But
Even if you don't, well, I want to keep him at my six man. So Nas gonna stay in the position that he in. We gonna bring somebody else in there, plug them in, let them get some minutes, and we gonna have whoever want to work for that fourth spot. Y'all can go ahead and work for it. You ain't gonna get as much playing time, consistent playing time until we see somebody show that they can be a defensive force, uh, and an asset on the court. But for now, I just need to make sure that a guy named Anthony Edwards gets the ball through Trey, and we can figure that out. Because now we're talking about one less mouth to feed offensively. When you still get Nikhil Alexander Walker is in Atlanta, right? Or is that the
yeah,
other one, right?
yeah,
So the lane is clear for those two, for guys to play the type of ball that they probably wanted to play to begin with. But now when you got a guy who can come off the screens and who can score like that, and you have a point guard or somewhat of a point guard now who can be involved with Gobert. You can use him in a pick and roll a little bit more often, and in doing so, if you're actually doing a pick and roll right, like I always say, you find a guy on the wing, which is probably gonna be Anthony Edwards or one of those 3 point shooters on the side. So I think that would work effectively. But this is just me and my mind and the way that my mind works. I don't know what's actually going on because all I do is eat cereal with no milk.
Yeah, so I feel you on that. I agree. Shit. But it's just, when he came back, they went on like a 5 game losing streak. So it was like one of those, like, if he like the cancer of the team, but they won two straight since, then. So I still rock him. I think he could be a great player for a team. It's just depending on where he would go and what you get for him. Um, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they send him to Boston for some. Well, obviously with Boston, like they're saying, like Jason Tatum might come back earlier than expected, or like if he'll be able to play this year for sure going into the playoffs. So maybe and Boston's sitting at 3 right now, which is crazy. So they back alive, and I don't know, if he come back, then they definitely gonna be considered favorites again.
All right,
All right, and then so for the Hoe'N teams right now, the Pelicans, Kings,
talk to us
Dallas.
about why they hoeing.
Pelicans, I mean, I thought coming in like they had built a solid team around Zion. So I knew he was young, but like they got the guy Jeremiah Fields, who he's balling. We got the one player that the Bears should have drafted, Derek Queen. He's balling, the center from Maryland. And then you got Zion, and you got Herb Jones, and you got Trey Murphy. Like they got a low key squad. It's just and oh yeah, Jordan Poole. It's just I don't know what it is. Like they 8-28. It just on a 6 game losing streak. But they keep beating the Bulls. Well, actually, we just beat them the other day too, so we got to look back. But they beat us twice earlier this season when they shouldn't have. I don't know, man. I think Zion is this. The, I think he want to come to Chicago for some reason. I've seen like some video where he's talking about he want to come to Chicago, but
We don't need that over here. The food is good,
I'll just
and there's too many women over here for him. We don't need you messing with these OnlyFans. I don't need to see you on 79th.
he will be out here. They gonna have him on the west side, up north.
I don't need to hear about you being over in the circle. I don't need to hear about you over on Madison. I don't need to hear about you.
It's around.
I don't need to hear about you over on Cicero and Jackson. I don't need to hear about you off that 290. I don't need to hear about you over on 87. I don't need to hear about you on 79. I don't need to hear about you on
Oh man,
69th either. There are places that I just don't want to hear about. And a guy like that seems like he'd be a Vic for stuff like that. He'd be a straight Vic.
yeah.
Hey, my guy, come over here, man. Kick it with me. What you over here doing, man? Talk to me, man. I was trying to find yeah, we don't
Uncle
need that, man.
Remus
Yeah. You know
trying
where
to go to
you at right
Boston.
now? You know where you at right now? You on the south side. You know what Uncle Remus is? Yeah, they said it was on the west side. How do I get there? Hmm. I can
Oh,
show you, but sure, it's gonna take you like $100 for me to like get you over there. You know what I'm saying? So I wish him well, but no,
yeah.
no,
And the Kings, I don't know what's going on there.
they're
That,
gonna be
that team is
begging me
just
tomorrow.
that team is just full of like mixed parts. I feel bad for Russell. DeMar DeRozan. They got Sabonis. He's out for like a few weeks or months because of an injury. So it's just these injuries coming at a bad time for like right before the trade deadline. That's why like the Bulls were like if they're gonna try to maybe trade Kobe White or any of the other people that got hurt recently. This is the wrong time to get hurt to build up that trade value. But and Dallas Mavericks looked like they were starting to turn the corner. A couple weeks ago, like a week or two, like they were starting to win some games, but they lost their last four. They fall in a mess too. Free AD, but at the same time he keep getting hurt, so that he keep messing up whatever team he on. He keep messing up the flow of things, and I feel like if he do get traded again, I wouldn't be a team that be willing to give up too much for him. Like I'm like, all right, dog. Like you obviously can't play a full season, so why am I trading too many draft picks or certain players away for? Just give me straight for somebody that you can get in the future, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll just deal with the salary cap, the bite of the money. So
There you go. There you go.
those are the hoeing teams of the week. Let's get back to these games on Sunday NFL.
Let's get back to the football games on Sunday.
Sunday.
Your mother will be
All right,
watching football games with me and Keith Tutal. She will go from one house to the other, intermittently cooking food
butt ass naked and
with her.
thongs and heels.
Yes, with her 6-inch heels on. All right, let's get it. Do-do-do-do-do.
The clappers. Um, we got the. I
She
was gonna
gets
say,
she gets chills when she walks through my place in her heels.
yeah, 69-degree weather on the temperature.
Mm.
That's that. Now, we got the 6-10 New Orleans Saints versus the 7-9 Atlanta Falcons. This game got some implications for the game we talked about earlier with the Buccaneers and Panthers. But it's like one of those games where Atlanta Falcons they like just like the Panthers. They show up one week and the next week they weak as hell. Saints they've been winning the last few weeks. And they probably starting to find their identity in this young team. Kellen Moore, the rookie
Head coach.
head coach, and then you got the rookie Tyler Slaw. He been showing some grit out here. 2,000 yards, 2,125 yards, 9 TDs, 5 interceptions, and probably what the last like 5, 6, 7 games. Um, this prove it game to me. I think another one of them that's like every other game they win when they lose one. So I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
go with the New Orleans Saints winning this game for the battle of the asses in the AFC South.
Really? You think the Saints gonna pull that one off, brother?
Yeah, man. Like I'm telling you, like Falcons only show up on prime time. But when it's but when it's ahead of the game that's not on prime time, they lose. Like I like them. Like they got ton of talent. B. John Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, some players like Pierce, the linebacker, like some defensive players. But it's like they 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 wishy washy, man. They haven't. I don't think they won 2 games in a row this all season. I feel
Okay.
like.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with the Saints. I feel like they got more of a identity of what they trying to do now.
I am going to go with the Falcons. The Falcons gonna win that game. The
Gotcha.
Falcons gonna win that game.
Not mad that they're at home. I mean,
They are at home.
they got the better talent, but he just
Question: Who's the quarterback that night?
I believe it's Kirk Cousins. Yeah,
Uh,
Kirk Cousins.
I'll ride with it. I'll ride with it. I'll stay
He'll,
behind.
he'll mess around and throw 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 285 and 4 interceptions. So and the
Sure
fun.
will.
We got the Battle of Ohio. Vallejo?
Ohio,
No,
Vallejo.
Ohio. You got the Cleveland Browns 4-12 versus the Cincinnati Bengals. My boy Shador, gets his last start, get to prove, maybe they might want to stick with him next year. Kevin Stefanski, this is your last game, buddy.
Woo.
Sayonara, adios,
Sick of him.
muchacho,
Sick of him. Hasta
finito,
la vista.
baby, got to go. But no, yeah, Cincinnati Bengals, they got the squad back. Oh wait, it's I know they not. I think they might be playing Joe Flacco because they got Joe Flacco up there. So if Joe Flacco playing, then I'm riding with my boy Brown Shador. Put the rest up. But if they had Joe Burrow playing with the starters, I would have went to Bengals. And not saying that Joe Flacco won't win this game with this team, but he probably might try to get some revenge because they traded him. But I'm gonna ride with Shador. I want to see Shador get him another win. Maybe hopefully solidify like he can actually try to win some. He can win some games with the right team set up around him.
Mm.
How
I
you
am
feel?
going to go. It's hard to get a bet against Joe Burrow for me. So if he is playing, is he healthy? That's the other thing. Is he healthy and playing?
Yeah,
Um,
he healthy just
Because
Is
if
they gonna
he's
risk?
healthy, if Joe Burrow is playing, I'm gonna just go ahead and leave it with the Bengals for that game.
Gotcha. I'm not mad at that. Neither one of those picks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
Yeah, they had lost Chuckins. Damn. Well, I'm gonna stick with it. Sure do it, baby. Don't make me look a bit wrong. But probably will. Um, division rival game tomorrow. Even though really won't mean much for either team. Green Bay Packers 9-6-1 versus the Minnesota Vikings 8-8. Two teams that everybody thought would be better in the playoffs besides the Bears. Um,
I expected the Packers to be way better. You know what? I ain't gonna say way better. I expected them 9-6-1, right?
yeah,
I'm
at
looking
least
at
to
it
win the
now.
division, right?
Yeah.
Or be like in our
I
position,
expected them to have won 11 or 12 games currently.
yeah.
11 or 12 games. That's just me being perfectly honest. I mean, they're gonna probably win 11 or 12 games. They'll probably lose some games against some harder nosed teams in the AFC, and then like a game against the Lions and like the Eagles or something like that. I thought Jaden McDaniels would be here playing. Like they'll probably lose a game over there or something like that. But I expect them to really dominate in the NFC and be up there, not only just in the North, but to just be one of those top teams with the Lions and with the Philadelphia Eagles and with the Rams. But it didn't turn out that way. Fuck the Packers.
Yeah, I'm around with that too. Actually, I don't know because I think Jordan should be playing this game. I think he should be back from. I would think they would want him to play the game to get some rust off a little bit.
No, I'll go ahead and limp into the playoffs with Malik Willis. Malik Willis seems to be doing a good job of leading that team and getting those guys juiced up and not, excuse me, not juiced up. Seem to get those guys on the right. My bad, my bad.
Yeah, no, go ahead. They been juicing, man. That's how they
Ah.
been test these bugs. I'm tired of seeing these. we
Yo,
we gonna have to play
yo.
them in the playoffs, so we might as well go ahead and get the whole half the
I
team
said,
down.
man, they've been
They
juicing. That's what we
juicing.
found out. We gonna turn in our paperwork to the league so they can review it and see
Let's
that
go.
y'all really been juicing. But no, he been getting them energetic and hot and ready to play on Sunday, man. And he seems like he's been doing a good job over there. I wish he would have had that same type of effect in Tennessee where I think he was first drafted, but they didn't seem to put the right group of guys around him. It doesn't seem like they're doing the same thing with the current guy Cam Ward either. But I would just go ahead and limp into the playoffs with Malik Willis and let him do it, or let them take turns in this game on Sunday, and let them switch out back and forth to see who really has it, and just maybe knock some rust off, or just maybe let Malik do it. Let him have his fun, and let him go ahead and just audition for next year for teams that are going to be looking for a quarterback. So that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. I got the Packers.
Fuck the Packers. I got the Vikings.
That's who.
I'm
Yep.
running with 9.
Mm-hmm.
JJ, I don't know if he even playing actually. Damn.
JJ Mack.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Packers. All right, fuck it. It's
JJ
the
Mac
Packers.
and cheese.
If he ain't playing, it's the Packers because I don't trust that guy Boston at all. So actually, he had like what 50 yards throwing and like a bunch of fumbles and shit, interceptions. I'm cool.
What a quirky season this has been in football. What a
Yeah, it
weird
has.
season.
And that's what I'm saying. Like any given Sunday, like everybody saying, like every year can be different. I mean, you gotta go out there and play it. Another NFC East bum game. You got Dallas Cowboys, your favorite team, America's team, versus the New York Giants,
The
who
Dallas
don't.
Cowboys against the New York Football Giants.
And
So y'all know that how I feel about Dallas.
he loved them. That's his all-time favorite team.
F
Uh,
T C exclamation marks infinitely. So go ahead, go
no,
ahead and
yeah.
talk.
Yeah, no team, neither team really playing for much besides like draft positioning. So I think that we got 4,482 yards. I mean, I don't see why not you just go ahead and try to throw for 600, try to get that 5,000 mark.
I think so,
But
man. Dak, go ahead and go for 600 yards tomorrow. Do it.
like, you might as well just go out with a bang, 30 touchdowns,
Might
10
as well.
interceptions.
Might as well.
Um, Pickens, try to get your money up. What you got? 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns. Try to get that 10th
Ooh.
touchdown.
Yep.
Try to get them 1,500
Matter of fact,
yards.
don't even
Run.
don't get to 10th. Go ahead and get 13th. Get your 13th touchdown tomorrow. You might as well.
Might
You
as
might as well.
well.
Everybody might as well eat. He might as well just
He,
feed everybody on offense.
8 catches from 100 receptions. So yeah, like he can boost some incentives probably with that.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead and throw for 500, 600 yards, man. You might as well get to that mark like Pat
Mhm.
Mahomes did. It ain't like you playing for much anyway. Win or lose. You should run
Yeah,
the score up. Get 70 something. Get 75 points next. I mean tomorrow. 77 points. Run that thing on up. Run that thing
then
on up. Get score as much as y'all can. Jerry Jones is doing such a bang up job with you guys. You know, you guys are really doing a hell of a job of not making the playoffs. You know, we appreciate it though. And in a couple seasons, here we are with a guy who was drafted number one pick. He's been in the league for his second year. He gets with the right coach and the right type of management, and we're looking pretty decent. Yeah, yeah. FTC.
all right.
F the Cowboys.
And then Jackson Dart, all everybody in the Giants like who won't be there next year supposedly. Just get ready for next year because you got hopefully you got Cam Skidmore coming back, Malik Neighbors, Jackson Dart. If he could just stop being a running back quarterback, he could probably help them. This could be the
He
next
can.
Bears for next year. Like this could be
He
the
can.
next. So they got a
Yeah, I
good
just think I
defense.
said what I think it is I think he needs to finally have that guy, that wide receiver, and that running back out there with him so he can actually deliver the goods to the New York fans, for the Giants fans, and for the organization. Like I see it in Jackson, though. I see the
Yeah,
potential. I see that he can actually play. Like we're seeing it, but he don't have nobody out there, have nobody else out there to play with him. So the stuff that he's doing on the field is good, but he's doing it with little to nothing out there. And you don't want him to go out there and break his neck and be out before his main guys are back, and he can put together a winning season for these guys. So I say keep Jackson Dart. I'm keeping him. I'm gonna sit down on that. I'm gonna buckle down now. He ain't going nowhere. We gonna keep him. We need all our guys back. We need our guys healthy. And if we do get a high draft pick in the draft, we trade it down and we try to get some offensive guys and some defensive guys to shore up some things to make sure that we're good on those sides of the ball. I'm not getting rid of him. And find a decent receiver. Find some receivers who are good enough to not only play for the next 2 to 3 years, but they can lead the next group of guys when I go into the draft again or I go into free agency and I grab another guy, something like that. So, yeah. With that said, the Cowboys versus the Giants. Excuse my French, but I'm about to really say this. Both teams can eat a sack of Granddaddy Dicks on Sunday. I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care which one of y'all wins. But because New York is the furthest distance from us, maybe I don't know.
in New York or New Jersey. Yeah,
Right? Because that's where y'all play. Y'all play in New Jersey. I don't play in New York. You know what, Dak? If you play for, he ain't gonna go for 600 yards.
he ain't giving them no hope.
Can't go over. He might go for 400
Yeah,
now.
he might go for
But
400.
for that game, I could see that Dakota Prescott. I can see you jamming out for 400 yards. I can see it. Man, just
Yeah,
go for 600, man. Open up the playbook, man. Run every play y'all know to man on that in that playbook. Just run them all, man.
yes,
Go
man.
for it. But the 7-8-1 Cowboys versus the 3-13 Giants. I got the Cowboys winning that game. Um, it just helps the Giants out even more, man. Y'all get the right draft picks and
Yeah,
put all that together, package it, man, and get the actual people that y'all need to play on that team over in the Giants organization. Keith, who
yeah.
you got?
I'll take the Cowboys too, just for those pretty much same reasons. Giants getting a better draft spot. Cowboys just make it a 500 season. 8-1 at least, and then get ready for next year. Maybe like I say, it's all year next year, maybe. So just come in. We know what a
And the
better.
Cowboys, y'all been saying this, y'all, it's gonna be y'all year ever since they found out that Michael Irvin was doing cocaine one season. Y'all been saying it ever since then. Ever since y'all stopped losing, ever since Jimmy Johnson left, ever since Dion left, ever since Emmitt Smith retired. Y'all been talking about this is gonna be y'all year. And I
Now
ain't
he
gonna even
got
lie, I've been watching the Bears fans do it too. But The truth is what the truth is, man. Even when y'all had Tony Romo, y'all was just a good looking team. Y'all was something great to look at. That's why you all are America's team. And if you know the past history of this country and with the state of Texas, then you know what they was out there doing, which was another reason why you all are America's team. But y'all ain't doing nothing but looking good. Y'all like the ornament on the car for the league. That's what y'all like. That's it.
Yeah.
Got a 5 point star on the vehicle that keeps the lead going, and then get the driver is Pat Mahomes, and then passenger side is either Josh Allen or one of those other guys. But that's it. You know what I'm saying? So um, until they really start winning, I don't see nothing much for the Dallas Cowboys organization, and not just winning until one guy decides to just stop being a general manager or the president and let someone actually fill in that spot and let that guy run that team and get you some real head coaching. I don't see nothing much else happening. And it may actually turn around with having Schottenheimer Jr. or just Schottenheimer in there, and he may get the chance to coach those guys up because this is just his first year. He may be able to do it and take those guys to another level. Maybe they just need to shore up their defensive end because offensively they've been sound for the past few years with Dak back there. Now you got what's the wide receiver name? What's his name?
Yeah, Pickens and Lamb.
Pickens and CD Lamb. I mean, you got everything you need right there, man. Go for 600 yards, man. For real, just come on, man. Just go for 600 yards tomorrow. Just go ahead and get your 5,000 and get eight touchdowns or whatever it is, and go home, man. Just go on home.
Go out with a bang. Get ready
Go
for
out with a
next
bang. Get ready for next year. Like go ahead.
year. Yeah.
Boom.
We got we got the Jacksonville Jaguars, Jagoffs, 12 and
Mhm.
4. No, they legit though this year. Versus the Tennessee Titans, 3 and 13, AFC South game. Um, this, I mean, this one of those games. It depends on if they start their starters, which they probably won't. Maybe not. This, I can see the Jacks playing with their food and letting the Titans be in the game closer than they should be.
Mm-mm. Does this game mean anything to the Jags at 12-4?
Only thing I can think of is seeding, maybe, and
Okay.
I don't know if they'll be able to move up. Pretty much, I think they're gonna be like 2 or 3, or 3 or 4, because they're gonna lead the division, so you get a top 4 spot at least. So I don't really think it makes unless they. No, I don't really see nothing else really going on besides that.
If I'm the Jags, I go out there and I dominate, and if we up by the time the game is over, third quarter, I pull T Law up out of there and we just chill out and we just coast into the victory.
Yeah, I'll give it to at least for sure to have like all right, get let them play a little bit so stay with some rhythm going to the next playoffs, and then like you said, depending on how the game going, if it's getting a little ugly and a little Moggs is fighting for no reason, tackling a little too crazy, like all right, pull my starters out, but
Yeah. I got the
who
Jaguars by 22-point win. I don't know what the score gonna be, but it's gonna
okay,
be
all
about 20
right.
something points.
I'll get the Jaguars this win. This I don't know if this is gonna be a shootout or anything. So yeah, I'll give it 22-10. I'll give it that.
22-10. Okay, I see that. I see that.
Next game, you got the Hoe'N team of the year. Now, it just I ain't gonna give them that because it's just injuries but they start to lose some games before that. Indianapolis Colts versus the Houston Texans. Houston Texans look like one of those teams nobody want to run into right now in the playoffs with that defense. CJ Stroud and the offense starting to come alive a little bit, at least being able to play complimentary football with that team. Colts, tough. You literally had what 7-1. Literally had 7-1, 7-2, or something like that. Lost their last 6, so they're 8-8 out of the playoffs. They're gonna ride with Riley Leonard as they starting QB. Phillip Rivers came in for about 2, 3 games, try to keep him alive, but didn't work out. Good to see an old man balling out though. Um, but yeah, the Texans though, man, hottest team right now in the league. Probably hooping team of the so far of the year.
Texans are doing what they're supposed to do. I see the Colts middle of a road team, 8-8. Um, I interrupted you, but I'm going. I'm
No,
going
you
with. I'm going with the Texans for that game. I'm just going with them. Go ahead, finish what
Yes,
you was doing. I'm just gonna go with the Texans.
I'll wrapping it up with that because I like Texas defense is one of the best. Colts defense they've been falling off a little bit. No Sauce Garner. It's like they trade for Sauce Garner and gave away two first rounds, and they didn't get much out of him because he ended up getting hurt, and then they ended up going 1-7 along the way. It
Mm,
was like, damn, man, you kind of like you better hope your team can be able to run it back with this team next year. How about that? Like if they can stay healthy. But I got the Texans win this game as well.
for sure. So I'm definitely going to take the Texans for this game. That's a surging team. They're doing well, 11-5. This is what his second year for CJ Stroud.
Third,
Third year he's come into the league and he's been holding his own since he got there. Um, I say in the next few years this will be a kid that we see. He may start to make a lot more noise and surpass some of these guys in the AFC and be on the same level as a Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, and he might even move one of these guys out the way, um, and,
yeah,
and be standing up there at the end. So we'll see what happens
he been in the playoffs every year. You know,
every year
for
since he
rookie
been there.
year.
Yeah.
The thing is, he ran to Pat Mahomes each year, so this is the first year he ain't going to run to Pat Mahomes.
Hey, I know a lot of those guys are happy, like, yes. So do you think, along with that, when they're saying that this is the year for Josh Allen, do you believe that?
Yeah, like this is the probably the clearest path is going to be for you, as far as like, I mean, head to head matchup QB, like you have to worry about like, all right, my defense or whoever's defense is going to have to like buckle in on this guy. Like I can see, like even though Denver is great defense themselves and great run team, I can see Bo needs going there tweaking the game or throwing a pick or two and might be falling apart or not falling apart, but like sell them in the game. I can see Patriots, their luck running out or like the clock turning 12 on them. Like they look great also, but they also play a lot of bad teams this year. That like they beat some couple good teams like the Bills. Really, that's really who they really beat. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see them if they run into Buffalo. I can see Josh stepping up to the game. It's that's really what it is. Like, which Josh Allen you gonna get? And he been hooping the last few years or last few games. It's just that defense you gotta show up and make some stops, which they against Philadelphia they did. It was a low scoring game. They are successful when they run the ball. When they run the ball with James Cook
Yeah.
and Josh Allen.
Yeah. They need to do a little bit more of that. Just throwing the ball in, it's never good enough, even for the Ravens, which is one of my favorite teams. Yeah, come on, man. Y'all got these guys that can do it, man. Open the package up and let them do them, man. Let them jump out the window or let them put them horses out front and let them lead the sled. But go ahead, keep on going, bro.
Yeah, so yeah, the next game. Now we're talking about the Bills versus Jets. I see this being blowout city, like a 30 piece, like 30, literally 33-3 type shit. Like I can see that Bills getting this win. I don't think it's gonna help them win the division or anything, but just you want to go into the playoffs with a nice little
Yeah, I got the Bills in that
bounce
game, of
back win.
course. But let's just because everybody else gonna be winning, they're gonna be putting their best foot forward. So let's just go ahead and get it over with and win our game as well. Let's not let anything slip up. If we blowing these guys out by a certain amount of time, let's just go ahead and get it over with and out the way and get into the playoffs with wins on our under our belt.
Yep. All right, next game. Should be. I think it's going to be game of the week. Detroit Lions 8-8 versus the Bears
The
11
Bears.
11-5.
Bears.
I mean, last time we played this team, they gave us a good old butt whooping, ass whooping, like
Belt
50. I think
to
52 to
ass.
20 something, like literally 32 point lead, win. But that was the second game of the season. We are a different team than where we were. What was that 14, 16 weeks ago? So I expect, and we at home, we in Chicago, bad weather. They are a dome team, so I think that's going to affect them if it's cold tomorrow or any type of like precipitation of snow or rain.
I'll be checking the weather. Go ahead, keep talking.
Uh, and then I know Ben Johnson want to get his lick back after he was embarrassed week two against them. So I mean, but the thing is, the Lions ain't gonna lie down. They say they're gonna come and play. They ready to play. Depending as long as the coach let them play, they still got a squad,
It
and
will be 32 degrees tomorrow. That's above freezing. Or
Yeah,
that
so
no, that is the temperature of freezing, right? That's when stuff actually freezes.
yeah.
Okay.
So the Bears, we need to win this. The thing is, like with this game is like we win, we automatically play the Packers in the wild card game. If we lose, we probably slide down to the number three spot, and we would play either the Rams or Seahawks, 49ers. More likely the Rams though. I don't know who I would rather see first, but I want to just get him out the way. So like we win the game tomorrow and take. I'd rather us win so we can get that two spot because like it say we do win in the ALC NFC wild card. Our next game will most likely be a home game, so we at least
Mm.
have like two home games.
We got to get as many home games as we can, man. Make it
And
in our
we
favor.
only time we will play a away game is against the number one team, which would be either the Seahawks or the 49ers. So,
Okay.
and I'm cool with traveling west and playing in those conditions, you know, in that situation in January or possibly February. But yeah, I got the Bears for sure.
Bears, the Bears,
I've been picking
the
them every
Bears.
game, so there is definitely bias in this. I don't want
Blue
with the Bears, but
and
shout out to
orange.
Detroit.
Both.
Appreciate y'all giving us Ben Johnson. He gave y'all
Lions,
a couple of years.
Tigers, and Bears. Oh
So
my.
bear down. Shout out to Caleb Williams balling out. He 270 yards away from being the first Bears quarterback to throw 4,000 yards. So
He almost
Ben
got
Johnson,
4,000. Salute
yeah,
to Ben Johnson. Man, you doing your damn thing, man. I love it.
dial it up. I need you to throw some bombs. Matter of fact, here go my bold prediction. Ben Johnson gonna call a play tomorrow, similar as to the one like the stumble bum play that he did against us last year, where the player faked like he fumbled, and then running back rolled around, and then he just threw a bomb. He gonna throw some trick play in there that's gonna like embarrass them if everything's goes right tomorrow. So
This is
we'll see
beautiful.
about that.
This is beautiful. Passing yards for Caleb Williams, the Bears quarterback, 3,730 yards, 25 touchdowns,
Mm-hmm.
and six interceptions for the
Six
year.
interceptions.
This is
He
beautiful.
he really turned. That's what I like about him. He really turned the ball over. So he really makes the same mistake twice.
Uh, man,
It
man.
don't even feel like you ain't never seen those stats from that quarterback that like Jay Cutler had close to 4,000.
Ben
But
Johnson, man, I don't even care about no Jay Cutler. Ben Johnson, you did such a good job. Make sure that man get 300 yards tomorrow. Let's just close it out the correct way. 300 yards, 400 yards. Let's go ahead and get him three touchdowns. Wait. How many touchdowns do we got? Let me go
25 to
back.
me. Yeah,
25.
25 to six
Yeah,
interception.
let's go ahead and get up to 28. Maybe if you can get it to 30, we wouldn't even trip over that. You know what I'm
We ain't
saying?
yeah.
Right, Why,
Shit.
why not why not just go for the biggest piece of cake that you can get out there now, huh?
Purdy did it. Why not? Why not Caleb?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Why can't it be Caleb? Why not? Why not, man?
Then just go into the playoffs. Let's start this ride. Like going there with a good win, confidence boosters back. You know,
Five five touchdown passes for Caleb tomorrow. You heard it here first.
bold prediction. Okay, all right.
Crazy prediction. Crazy Bears prediction. I'm on that stuff.
That PCP, that angel dust.
That
Nah,
PCP, that what do you say? That wet. What do you say? He's like,
I
whoo.
know. I know they get wet day.
Yeah, I'm off that. I'm off that. That PCP. That wet. What was the other stuff he was saying on that, man?
That
They was
ain't
having a good
the
time.
Sherman, something like that. I forgot what
Yeah.
he said.
They was having a good time, man. Making
Yeah.
fun of training day. That was a good, it was good stuff. But yeah, we definitely got the Bears for that game tomorrow. Blue and orange all over the place, all over the city. We gonna hang the banner. So does this game puts us pretty much in the NFC North up at the top, right?
Like we already won the division,
We already
so
got the
yeah,
division,
it's
right?
just keeping us
So
in that second spot or third.
now, what would you rather have it? Would you rather us be second, third?
I'd rather us be second, so we can have if at most two playoff. If we can win two playoff games at home in the
Because I
wild
was listening.
card and division
Okay,
one.
okay, because I was listening to some of the guys on TV, the professionals, and they were saying that the Bears got like the fourth spot. It would be an even better look because they would play guys that they could just kind of walk in walk in. They would be on the road, but they would walk in on these guys unexpectedly and catch them off guard. But that seemed like sucker shit. Like if you good enough, if you feel like you good enough, and there's no disrespect to
Right.
nobody, but if you feel like you good enough to do it, why you need to get on some sucker shit to do it? Why not just
That's
confront what you need to do? Go head on, head strong at it, and just get it over with the right way. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel
Show
like
everybody that you really are that guy, those guys.
for real. I feel like if you try to go that route, the sucker route, you're gonna get bopped.
Yeah,
You're gonna
there
get
it is.
so
Say it one
you
more
might
time.
if you try to go that sucker route, you're gonna mess around and get bopped. So you might as well if you're gonna do it right. Like you say, if you believe in yourself, you that good anyway. Get these other teams out the way. Get the Packers out the way. Then get the Rams out the way. Because you're gonna run into them anyway if you do advance. So might as
You might as
well.
well do it. You might as well just go out on top. You do it the other way. You try to downplay yourself and go through those guys, and you end up getting hit in the mouth and knocked out of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Then you look stupid. Well, why not just step up and go right for the juggler right off the bat? That's what a bear
Like,
does anyway.
and the thing they noticed, like the defense played way better at home than away. So
Mm-hmm.
our defense, so we
Mm-hmm.
probably should want to keep the home game as much as possible to have the
Mm-hmm.
defense in tune, and then the offense can just ride off that wave. Special teams, all that stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely we got the Bears on that one together. All
Mm-hmm.
right, Broncos versus Chargers. They in Denver, Mile High. 13-3 Broncos, 11-5 Chargers. Should be a solid game. I think the Broncos for sure are number one after this. Even with the win or loss. So should be a good game though. You got Bo Nix versus Justin Herbert. I like Justin Herbert and Bo Nix. Tough game. Broncos defense, really good defense. They have shown games where they like look bad, but there's only been three losses where they had that problem really. Um, I don't know if this game has much going into it, maybe besides seeding, but
Broncos.
I'm right with the Broncos as well because Chargers had those moments where like and then they get like with Justin Herbert, man, like his playoff resume is tough. Like especially like last year when they was like I think they was up 22 points and lost the game. Like they just had bad like luck in the playoffs. So it's like, can Jim Harbaugh get this team right before the playoffs?
I'm
This
not
is
sure, and I'm going with you. The resume in the playoffs with the Chargers does not look compelling or convincing. So, because of that, I'm gonna go with the Broncos. Um, Matter of fact, I'm not gonna even say their resume for the playoffs. This is not a playoff game, but this is a game, where you still want to win. And
measuring
you know
stick.
what? Yeah, it could be a measuring stick. But here's the thing: who's playing for more in that game? So the Chargers could come in there like, yo, we gotta win this game. You know what I mean? But I'm still gonna go with the Broncos. I'm gonna go with the Broncos. La da 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 da
Yeah.
da da. La da 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 da
I'm gonna roll with
da
the
la
Broncos.
da
They
da
mile
da
high.
da.
The weather. That altitude can get to you. They play better at home. I feel like as well. Yeah, 7-1. Matter of fact, at home. So
Oh, NAR at home. You got correct. Let's go Broncos. As a matter of fact, no, there is no let's go Broncos.
mm,
F the Broncos and F the Chargers.
it's
With your
just
big dirty back, slender neck, ramen noodle head, having asses. Yeah, I got the Broncos for that game.
and we run through a couple of these other games. Got
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs versus Raiders.
Chiefs versus the Raiders. Chiefs versus the Raiders. Who is the Chiefs quarterback going into that game? Let's find out. Let's find
Some
out.
fourth string dude named
Big back.
Illuminating Zacchaeus. Not
Yeah, Illuminate
he on the
Zacchaeus.
bear, but no,
Get your ass out of here.
some dude. They trying to mold into another Patrick Mahomes with the way he talking shit. Uh, yeah, because Gardner Minshew was out. He tore his ACL as well.
Mm,
The Raiders, they're gonna keep Geno's. Oh, they're gonna start Kenny Pickett. I don't know why they just
I
don't
don't
keep
know.
Geno Smith in, so you just keep throwing picks and get him another loss. Get that best draft pick, number one draft pick. But I'm gonna roll with the Raiders. I'm gonna get the Raiders a win. You know what? I'm gonna get the Raiders a
They
win.
got Patrick Mahomes listed as a guy that's starting. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah,
Someone
that's
forgot to do their job.
Right? I said, oh, that's
He
definitely
high
not
off
him.
of cocaine.
Like they
Uh,
they playing Madden.
yeah, they ain't playing Madden because when you, from what I understand, when you go down in real life, you go down on Madden too. So,
True, but you could still put him back in the game if it's like if you save your roster a certain way.
oh, okay, yeah, that would be crazy to risk him getting hurt even further. Um,
But yeah, I got the Raiders
you
just
got the
because
Raiders.
they trying to tank and they gonna mess around and win. Watch
I'm gonna
these
go
one
ahead and just pick the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs.
ain't nothing interesting there with one
Mm-mm,
of those teams. So
mm-mm.
that could be ass game of the last ass game of the year
Of the year, the ass, the bowl of
of the
ass.
season.
Yeah, I could see that being a bowl of cheeks. Yep, I could see that being cheekery.
Now in the next episode we're gonna have the top teams in the assathon, like who were the top ass teams of the year and who
Okay.
should win. So, all right, then we got
Uh,
Arizona Cardinals versus your boys, the LA
I
Rams.
get the cards.
And then I got the LA Rams. I know the Rams been disappointing you the last few weeks, so I understand why you rode with the Cardinals. You're like, you know what? Maybe if I pick against them, they win.
Yeah, maybe if I pick against my guys, they'll win. No, I got the Rams. I got the
Yeah.
Rams. No blue, blue and gold. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Same.
Y'all been having some bad games and some bad breaks. Uh, Stay in the pocket, Matt Stafford. And when I say stay in the pocket, I'm not talking about the actual pocket. I'm just talking about mentally. You know, stay in the zone because when you get out that zone, you throw them in interceptions. You seem to go back and do another one, or you throw a fumble, or you try to look for something to get it back instead of just sticking to the game plan. So just stick to the game plan, brother. I understand I'm a Matt too. You know, when it don't go
That's why
right,
you
I gotta,
ride.
yeah, I want to get mine back as well. So I understand that.
Just like
So
that car commercial. Get in the zone.
man,
Dun, dun.
auto zone.
Auto zone.
Yeah, so stay in the zone, brother. Stay in the zone. Stay where you supposed to be at, man, and
Now
go
you
get
get
that
now
W.
he got to throw for like 4 or 5 touchdowns to just get that MVP back. So with this game, so he
Ooh,
got to go out ball out just
ooh.
to make sure they ain't no like no competition type shit.
Yeah, at 11-5. Come on, pull the stats up. Pull the stats up. Pull the stats up, punk. Pull the stats up.
Cause he got what 200? Yeah, he blowing May out the water. He got 200 more yards passing, 12 more touchdowns.
448 yards passing. So you might as well just go ahead for 600 yards too. Then that's all I'm saying, Matt Stafford. Go ahead. You
That's all
got
I'm saying.
42. You got 42 touchdowns and 8 interceptions for the year, bro.
Yeah, so that's MVP right there. That's to me like,
8 interceptions for you. He ain't even hit
but
triple digits. And
if he
it would
loses
have
the
been
Cardinals,
and
then
it would have been less than 8 if he would have thrown the last couple ones that he did. You got
mhm.
4,448 yards. You might as well close the season down with 600 yards. Go crazy on the Mars on these Mars. You might as well go ahead and get three touchdowns. Yeah, just call it a game. Go ahead. Jacoby Brissett, you ain't doing too bad either, man.
No,
You ain't
he
doing
been
too
he been
bad.
he been, he
3,000
been
yards.
throwing that thing. It's just they
Yeah.
can't win. He like a yard filler. He fill up all the yards,
Yeah,
just
he
can't
do
get
all
the
that stuff.
touchdowns. So,
Yeah, yeah, but I definitely got the Rams. We already know what's going on there.
all right.
I expect a hell of a game out of that one.
Yeah, I got the Rams as well.
Hmm.
The game, the Dolphins versus Patriots. 13-3 Patriots,
Mm.
7-9 Dolphins. Dolphins trying to show they trying to be, they're not as
Nah,
bad as they
we
were.
can shut the door on the Dolphins for that game. Go ahead, say what you gonna say. But matter of
I was
fact,
just
let me
saying,
just say
like
what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna
compared to compared to
shut the
what the
door on
beginning of the
that.
season, they was looking like they was going to like blow up the whole team, get rid of the coach. They fighting, all right, they might be okay, but they just got to work on some things. But I don't see them winning this game though.
Mm-mm. Shut the door on that one. Y'all ain't getting that game.
I got
Y'all
the
ain't getting that game.
Patriots.
And y'all going to the Patriots Stadium. Y'all ain't getting that game. Let's be honest. Y'all don't even like cold weather. Y'all ain't getting that game.
Oh
We
yeah,
know that the Dolphins don't play well in cold weather games. You
nope.
going up there and you getting spanked. You getting
Yeah,
turned on your side and you getting your guts slushed. We know what's gonna happen. Y'all going up there, y'all getting whooped. Y'all gonna take a brutal beating up there. You know what I'm saying? So get ready for that Drake May spanking. Yep.
yeah. And this
Patriots gonna win that game.
and with Stephon Diggs in the news again with these other baby mothers and supposedly allegedly strangulation, things, he might go off for 100 some yards, three
He
touchdowns.
may, or he may be absent for the game because he got to deal with the strangulation charges.
That's true.
there's no telling.
That's
There's no
crazy how
telling.
he got this going to the playoffs, which could be a distraction for the team and throw
Good
them off
job.
and get them out of there.
Good
Who knows?
job. And the whole time Quavo been sitting back chilling, not making a lot of noise anywhere or whatever, whoever the person is. Who was the guy she was messing
Offset.
with?
Oh,
Offset, my bad.
yeah, you might have spoke too soon. Yesterday, supposedly Selena Powell, the industry whore, like everybody ends up smashing or somehow getting into it with her. She recorded literally a video of her in bed with him sleeping.
Her and
So
dude. Wow.
all set, yeah.
So she
So
was in bed with Offset,
yeah,
the
so
industry slut. Okay, cool. Cool. So, he having fun. He's out there trying to live his best life. I'm
yeah.
living my best life. Go ahead, enjoy it.
And another with the NFC East game
Are they
tomorrow.
still married?
Um, Maybe legally, like they probably going through divorce, like legally like that. But I think they're like officially separated for sure, though.
Okay.
Um, who else we got? Commanders versus Eagles. Um, Eagles are not starting a lot of their starters tomorrow, so they could be just giving up, like just like here we're gonna rest our players and whatever happens with they cool probably taking it with the three spot, but it depends if they still win and we lose, they take the two spot. But I rather Commanders have something to fight for, some pride hopefully, and get this win so we can keep that two spot. But
I
I'm I'm
see the
still
Commanders getting smacked.
I'm saying I'm still going with the Eagles winning this game either way.
And
I would love to.
if I'm Jalen Hurts, I just go all out and I just throw for 300 yards. Hey, just let's just turn it up and go to the playoffs with a hell of a game on our resume. Like let's just turn it up on them and show why we belong here.
So yeah, there's nothing really going on besides like seeding for the Eagles and the Commanders just getting a good draft spot to fill out their team next year. And then last but not least,
Mm-hmm.
last game of the regular season,
Purple.
a playoff basically fight, AFC North game, division title on the line. The Purple Nurples, the Baltimore Ravens, 8, Lamar Jackson, I think 22, Derrick Henry, and the rest of
Purple.
the boys, 0, Roquan Smith versus Aaron Rodgers. No DK Metcalf.
Ayahuasca. That's all I
That's
hear is
right.
ayahuasca. I don't even hear Aaron Rodgers. I hear ayahuasca.
Mr. Ayahuasca himself
Mm-hmm.
and Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers
Mm-hmm.
duel it out on NBC Sunday Night Football for the playoff. And man, this is one of those teams. Both these teams are up and down this whole year. Never could really get the footing going good. Ravens is probably the more disappointing team because they had championship aspirations,
They
Super
did,
Bowl
but with the
aspirations.
injuries happening to the quarterback and other guys out there on the field, the Ravens weren't able to put it together. We've seen LJ limping off the field here and there. We heard about the injuries and him trying to fight through everything that he has going on with him and fighting through it and going through it physically and mentally. But it's been a hell of a season for him to be fighting through those types of injuries that he has. I've seen him in a back of the tunnel where they were showing him he was bent over and he was just trying his best to get to the back, and then he straightened up and he kind of just started walking and limping back
Yeah,
there. So I've seen all those things. I know that he's hurt. I'm still going with the Ravens.
yeah. I want them to win and roll with them. Man, just run the ball with Derrick Henry. Do not take him out the full court trying to be matchup wise. Like no, keep running the ball with him and give the ball
Use
to Zay Flowers.
Andrews, the other tight end.
Isaiah Lake Likely.
Use Hopkins, then use Likely out there on the field, and then package up Zay Flowers. Look like he's gonna be doing something, but make sure that the cowbell back, which is Derrick Henry, is bowling and running down on these guys, man, full speed ahead. Make it so that he is bruising them, and they want to quit by the Start of the second half. Like, make this easy on yourself, man. Make it easy on yourself. I got the Ravens.
I got the Ravens.
Forget ayahuasca and the Steelers.
Yeah, go ahead, just pack Aaron Rodgers up out of here for us Ravens. Like,
Man.
like either
Oh.
in his like in put him in retirement or send him packing somewhere else where they can't believe that they went with him this season. But yeah, I got the Ravens as well. Want to see Lamar in the playoffs. Give some Josh Allen some type of like competition out there. But
Oh.
fuck the Steelers, and then
Fuck the Steelers. Oh.
let's go
Oh.
Lamar and them boys.
Yes, sir. Big trust.
Big.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the NFL season. That season went by fast. It was a fun one. It was especially as a Bear fan, definitely enjoyable to watch. Some great games this year. Some great games.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go back and maybe for the next episode, have a top 5 to 10 best games of this year.
There's a lot of games, man.
Yeah,
A
I'm
hell of a
trying to
lot of
narrow it
games.
down. Try to
I think
narrow
the
it
Bears
down
probably gonna have two in there, even if it's a
for
loss.
sure. Yeah, for sure. 2 games, I'd say. Shit, maybe three with one of them being a loss. But yeah. Definitely look forward to that.
Yes,
Last
sir.
last segment we talked about earlier. Your dream or fave QB pairing with a receiver, and if you want to throw in a running back, like I already know who my running back gonna be, so I'm throwing mine in there. But who is like either your favorite QB of all time, or who you think would be a great quarterback to match with a receiver if you had to start a team right now, and who you just want to see just go out on the field together and just do their thing.
Give me Randall Cunningham.
Okay, Randall Cunningham QB, one of the first really
Give me
great.
Megatron.
Mm, that's a great pick. Wide receiver, one of the biggest, best radiuses, biggest receivers ever.
And then give me Barry Sanders.
Ooh, the two Detroiters. We got Barry Sanders. Oh, that's a nice little squad.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little
Who
squad.
you got? Who you got?
Give me my running back. I'm gonna go with Adrian Peterson. I will go with Sweetness, but
Ooh, yeah. You
I will
going
go with
crazy.
Sweetness, but I'm gonna go what I seen for sure. Adrian
Mm-hmm.
Peterson. He was man.
Adrian Peterson was that guy. AP all day.
Oh, wide receiver, man. So
All
many
day AP.
ways. So many people I can go with. But it paid the cost to be the Moss, Randy Moss. Why not just keep air that thing out? He can get any cash, slides
Yep.
outside running. He'll run you
Yep.
down. And there's a verb called moss, so he will moss you.
He will
Jump over your
Marshall.
head, dunk on your head,
All
touchdown.
that.
I think
All
that
that.
might have like 3 catches and like 130, 40 yards in the Thanksgiving game or something like that. So and 3 touchdowns. So that's tough. My QB, man. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it might have to be Aaron Rodgers. I seen the
Ooh, I was thinking
best.
about saying Aaron Rodgers, but I mean ayahuasca. I was thinking about saying ayahuasca, but I can't do it. You know what I mean? I just can't do that. I can't do
I,
that.
I've seen him. He killed us
Because
so
he
bad.
won already. He won already. So F him. You know what I mean? So I'm not going for him. I'm not going for
Now I was gonna say Tom Brady, but we already actually seen Tom
him.
Brady and Randy Moss together, and you saw
Mm-mm.
what they did together.
They did, but they didn't win a ring. But they did
They
well
did,
together. They
but
did well together. Mm-mm.
so I had to switch it up. I'm trying to think who would be like my secondary, like besides Aaron Rodgers. Actually, I go Mike Vick. Then Mike Vick, Eagles, Mike Vick,
Ooh.
Adrian Peterson, and fucking
Ooh. Who
Randy
would be the
Moss.
wide? Ooh, that would be crazy. But would Mike Vick pass it though?
Yeah, like I'm talking the Eagles Mike Vick when he was slinging that thing like he
Okay.
was
Uh,
and then Falcon Vick, he was like just bullet ball, just tearing
yeah.
your arm off.
Yeah, he was straight laser and just dots.
But his
Crazy
rushing
dots.
was crazy.
Yeah, but he did a lot of running instead of throwing the ball.
Yeah. So that's why I said the Eagles when he had that MVP like almost season, but they still failed him. But no, he was when he came back, he was slinging that thing.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, I got Randall Cunningham.
Is there like a defense like through all the
No,
defenses?
you just said name a QB. wide out, and a running back, maybe.
You didn't
So
want to
that's what
complete the
I
team?
did. I got. So let me say no. Let me go tight end. Since you talking about complete the team, if I gotta put my tight end out there, who do I want? Damn. Give
I'm
me your original. Give me Tony Gonzalez.
you musty,
Yeah.
dusty
When he said I
ass.
must do Dusty.
Because I,
I tell
well,
you what.
no, you go ahead. I
I
was
tell
gonna
you
go with
what.
Tony Gonzalez, but
You can keep Tony Gonzalez. Give me Grunt.
yeah, I was like either one. I was like either one,
Yeah.
Gronk or
Either one.
Gonzalez,
Either one.
rock
Either
with.
one. Give
Yeah.
me Grunt. Give me Grunt. And then my other receiver, it would be either
Ooh,
Terrell Owens
ooh,
or Jerry Rice.
yeah,
Give me
yeah.
OG Rice. Give me OG Rice.
Okay, I can rock with that. Megatron and Rice.
I think that'd be perfect. I think that'd be perfect.
That'd be nasty.
I think that'd be perfect.
Yeah, so I got Randy Moss. I feel like Terrell Owens be that great compliment.
Ooh, you talking about getting no respect on the field. You talking about getting no
Let's
respect
go.
between. Yeah,
Let's go. And
yeah,
you got Aaron Rodgers as accurate as he is, and
yeah. And being able to throw the ball over the top or across the middle or
or,
whatever it is,
or
they
if you
going
gotta
for
do
what?
it, or if you gotta do it, Michael Vick, you gotta worry about his running and throwing that.
Ooh. Oh, I didn't give my secondary quarterback because you hit me with that one over the head. So who would be my second quarterback? Go on ahead and give me LJ.
Okay,
Give me
Lamar,
LJ. Yep. Let me get Big Trust. Give me
big
Big
stress.
Trust. Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be a nice little.
Hmm.
That's crazy. I mean, we ain't throwing Pat Mahomes, but like, don't
No, because we
disrespect.
already know what he can do. I already know what
Yeah,
Pat Mahomes can do. I don't need. I know what he's capable of doing.
true.
You know, a healthy Pat Mahomes can do anything, and we saw that already. So I'm not gonna put him in there. But LJ on the field with Jerry Rice, Megatron, and Barry Sanders is a ill combo. You're not doing much. And then I got Gronk out there as a tight end. It's gonna be heavy. It's gonna be painful. It's gonna be painful.
Everybody vote who team would be better. You got Aaron Rodgers, Adrian Peterson, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, and Tony Gonzalez versus motherfucker. Are you right with LJ for sure?
But you picked two of them. You pick
Oh,
Aaron
I didn't know if
Rodgers.
you were switching them or him
No, I'm
putting
just saying
LJ.
as my backup because you
Okay,
said
got
you
it.
said who did you start out with?
I had originally Aaron Rodgers, then I switched to, and then I had Michael Vick as my backup.
Okay, so my
Got
original would be Randall Cunningham. All right.
got you. All right, and then LJ. Got you.
Mm-hmm.
So Rendon Cunningham,
So
Barry
Randall Cunningham,
Sanders,
Barry Sanders, Megatron, Gronk
Jerry Rice.
out there on the field, and then I got Jerry Rice.
That's a squad.
That's a
That's,
squad. That's a
that's a squad.
squad. That's a squad. Randall Cunningham can do anything.
Yeah, real talk.
Anything. Anything.
I do anything. I
Mm-mm.
do everything. I
Mm-mm.
do
Mm-mm.
anything
Mm-mm.
for
Mm. Ficky,
you.
ficky, ficky, ficky.
Yeah,
Yes,
but all
sir.
right.
That's
That's a
that is. That's it. Yep.
nice little squad.
Yep.
All right,
Who will
cool.
win in a game like that? Y'all have to go have to put that on Madden or something to see if they can do some
Yeah,
stuff like that.
that'd be
I don't
that
know if y'all
might
can
have to
even
do
do
that.
that. I don't know. So wait. So then if we go on defense, right? Because you did say, what about the defense? Um, Give me that Ravens defense.
Shit, give me 85 Bears defense.
I know that's where he's going. That's why I left that open. Give me that Ravens defense where they had Ed Reed and all them guys or all them dogs and killers they had over there. Give me that defense
Yeah,
when
I
they
feel
won
like
that
yeah,
Super Bowl and wasn't nobody scoring over 10 points a game. Give me that. Give
yeah.
me that.
Well, we already know what the 85 Bears done did. Still considered probably the best defense ever. So
I wouldn't even lie. I don't know nothing about no 85 Bears. I wasn't even alive then. I wasn't even born to 1991. I don't even know nothing about no Bears in 1985, cuz.
hey,
I don't even born then. I don't know what you even talking about.
so
I don't
no,
know
yeah,
nothing about no Bears
85 Bears.
defense.
Richard Den, you got
Richard Dent. You had the fridge.
Bridge,
William Perry.
Singletary, all Mike Singletary.
Mike Singletary.
You had them boys, man, that defense put up a drubbing on the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Man. They
But
scored more points than
if
the
I had to
offense
choose
did.
another defense though, since I didn't see the 85, but I was a 1990 nigga. Um,
Lame ass. My fault. I thought that was me coughing. Excuse me.
There's no country for old men out here. Uh,
That's fucked
Now,
up.
I'll go with the 2018 Bears defense. Khalil Mack, we had the most turnovers in the last, 10, 20 years before that. So that was a special defense. Historic defense, actually.
I tell you what, there's another defense that the Bears had. What was that defense that year when dude had like 9 or 10 interceptions for the Bears? I forgot what his name was.
Who's it?
Um,
Tim Jennings?
yeah, that was with Tim.
So
Yeah,
like oh five, oh six.
yeah, that was a
Defense.
cold defense too. That was a
Yeah.
cold defense too.
When we end up getting Julius Peppers with Brian Urlacher, that
Yeah,
was a
Julius
nice
Peppers,
little.
Lansbridge. Yep.
That's when it was 2010, 2000, yeah, nine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
They was on fire then with that one. Yeah, they had some decent. I'm saying I ain't saying that's one. Oh, I did say that. Yeah, give me that defense. Yeah, give me that. Give me that defense. You would get crushed out there playing around with them boys out there. Yeah, 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 yeah.
all right. Anything on your end? You want to get off of your chest? Or?
Oh, hey man, if y'all listening to this, whether you're it's an audio or it's the video, and you're looking at our handsome faces right now, man, make sure you support hip hop music. Make sure you support independent and underground artists, not just the mainstream artists. That's the music that they're telling you to listen to because they're saying, hey, we're going to promote these artists. But when you go on Spotify, man, find different types of talent and different artists that you've never heard of. When you go on YouTube, man, go ahead and fall down that rabbit hole if you got some time. Find different artists that you're not used to. Hey, there's some artists I know. Virgos from Memphis, Tennessee. Don Tripp, if you never heard of him. There's a bunch of artists that that I like to associate myself with. I forgot Mark Whitman or Mark Whitaker. I'm probably messing up his name, but he's another artist that you guys can check out. Spitz Nelson, he's another artist from New Jersey that you can check out. Different artists are out there, man. Make sure that y'all support independent hip hop and underground hip hop. They need the support as well. Salute to all the dope artists out there that claim their own music as their own, and they don't necessarily want the industry to be involved, but they only need them because they want to just use their distribution, not have them taking everything from them and be stuck in those 360 deals. But they just want to be a to be partners. They don't want to sign deals and be owned. They want to be partners with the record industry, and they want to make sure that they salute to La Russell who's out there making a lot of moves and doing great dope music. Salute to Jid and Corday and all those guys out there. Um, yeah, support hip hop music, man. Support your Chicago artists as well. You know, make sure that you look into whatever artists that are from Chicago and y'all support them. Man, check out the podcast. We got a lot of episodes, man. I did a lot of rapper. I did not say. I just did a lot of artists, whether they would do rap or they do different mediums in the art world, where they do canvas paintings, whether they do wood carvings, no matter what it is that they do, 3D sculptures, whatever it is they do. Man, check out the podcast and spread the word about what I'm doing over here. And we got this sports content right now that we're doing because it takes a while to get those type of artists or those type of guests involved in what I got going on, and then it becomes about scheduling. So, man, make sure y'all keep looking out for us. We're gonna keep doing this some more. Sooner or later, me and this dude gonna have our uh the camera set up, and we're gonna do a podcast at some bar or something. But we gonna have to try to keep the sound off of it so y'all can't hear that, but y'all can hear us. I don't know how we gonna pull that out, but maybe we can do that. I know some people that want us to slide in their places and do it anyway, and I need to check in with them and see if I'm still good in the hood with them. But that's all I got, man. Anything else you need to say?
None really. My guy was like, we gotta push to try to get Warren Moon on this motherfucker. He watched the episode last. It was like, I want y'all to try to get Warren Moon on here. I'm like, that's all my guys. So like, if y'all want Warren Moon, let's get Warren Moon in this motherfucker.
So I am still working on trying. I'm working on that. I'm working on it. I'm not saying it's gonna come to fruition, but
Oh
I
yeah,
am working on it, and there's no
get it out
guarantee
there.
that
Hey,
I got.
Warren Moon, come fuck with us.
Warren Moon, I want you on my podcast. I want you to talk about legendary history as far as quarterbacks and then black quarterbacks as well. Randall Cunningham, I want you on my podcast too. So if you all do hear this and you agree and you confer and into the universe and with us and you confirm it, spin it back this way, push it back this way so we can set that up. I would love to have them on as guests. That's legendary. It's also history, which is something that I'm
Yeah.
big on. I would like for them to tell their story, and then we can lock in and get some questions and everything together, and just do this over the internet, and maybe even do a live episode like that or something. So it's definitely one of those things I would like to do. I would like to talk to Barry Sanders as well and some other guys. So I'm not saying all of that is in the works, but I will say Warren Moon is the one that I actually did reach out to and try to get some leeway into. So
Be to existence, man. To get that ball rolling.
and I ain't afraid of nothing or nobody, man. Let me tell you that. So we gonna keep on moving and forging forward like that. Happy New Year to everybody again. May this year be just as great as last year was, on whatever level of success that you strive for. So we gonna focus on that. We gonna keep on moving. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, remember the mission statement when you're striving for greatness. God never puts you in the driver's seat if it's taking. You understand me? Anything else you need to say, Key?
Bing bong.
Bing bong. Okay, so that basically means that we done.
Yes, sir.